First things first, got to do the legal stuff. This just basically tells you that purchasing precious metals involves risk, and we encourage you to go get professional advice. The information in this presentation is not to be considered tax or financial advice, and you need to go seek appropriate professional advice for that. And the price of and future value of metals is based on many things, including economic conditions and so forth. And the past performance of precious metals is no guarantee for future performance. So that's the legal stuff. This is where we like to start the presentations by asking people this really simple question. Do you feel like you're working harder for your money just to make ends meet? I promise you, when I ask this question in a large room of people, we have a lot of people that answer yes to this. This hyperinflation that's going on all over the world post-pandemic is absolutely causing tons of pressure on families today. Now, this was a survey that they did in 2017 in America. 44% of the people in America that were polled said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense. They either had to put it on a credit card, go sell something, or go borrow the money. We're talking about a $400 hiccup. So we're talking simple things like your washer breaks or your car needs a part, or something simple in life happens. And think about this. This was pre-pandemic dates. So imagine what that might look like today. It's probably much, much worse. Well, at any rate, it starts with inflation and the loss of our purchasing power of the dollar. Okay, so this particular chart shows the US American dollar and what happened in the 100-year window from the time that we actually started printing these paper dollars out of the Federal Reserve in 1913 to 2013. We actually lost 96% of our purchasing power of the dollar in that 100-year window. But one other thing that's very, very significant in the whole world, actually, is that President Nixon in 1971 took us off of what was called the gold standard. And the gold standard simply meant that every single time they printed one of these paper dollars, there was $1 worth of gold deposited into the Fort Knoxes of the world to back that US American dollar. And from 1971 on, our dollar is not backed by anything but political opinion. It's actually considered a modern day fiat currency. And, actually, I did some research in Australia. You all have lost 76% of the purchasing power of your money in the past 21 years. So I think it's happening everywhere where we are literally losing the purchasing power of our money. And we need to start thinking about different ways to actually stay sound. Now, this is what's happened with some of the modern day fiat currencies in the world prior. And I don't show you this to instill fear. But I do want you to be knowledgeable and educated that, there are things that have happened in Germany and Argentina, Zimbabwe, recently in Venezuela, where their money completely collapsed. And so that actually gives us the real reason why we're out sharing the message of sound money, which is gold and silver. Now, this is a fun fact too. Financial institutions around the world, they are the largest holders of gold in the world today. And think about there's got to be a reason for that. And the reason is that gold and silver is sound money. It has always had value for thousands and thousands of years. Gold and silver have been used to trade in the marketplace. And it has always had value and will continue to always have value for that matter. Now, let's discuss the intrinsic value of gold and silver, and we'll start with silver. In this example, if you were walking to a Ford dealership in 1965 with either 2,500 of these paper dollars or 2,500 of these US American silver dollars, either one of these denominations would have bought you a brand new car because they were both worth exactly the same amount. Fast forward to the year 2020, and I think we can all agree that if you walked into a dealership with 2,500 paper dollars, you're not buying a car. But if you were to walk into that same dealership with the value of 2,500 ounces of silver, you literally could buy 2 brand new Mustangs at today's price point. So where the dollar has lost its purchasing power, silver has absolutely increased in its power. Now let's take the example of gold now. Let's say, for example, in 1965, someone had handed you $10,000 in cash, and you had the choice of doing one or two things. You could have either put it into a piece of real estate, bought a house, or you could have turned it into gold and put it in your safe and walked away from it. Look at the return on your investments. The house would be valued at about $86,000, whereas the gold literally gained wealth. It turned into about $530,000. Now you have to keep into this equation as well that the house is only valued at $86,000 if you continue to do the repair and the upkeep on it, and more importantly, pay the real estate tax on it. Whereas the gold, you put it in your safe, walked away from it, never dusted it, never repainted it, never had to do anything in terms of upkeep and repair. And it turned into about $530,000. So that, folks, is the intrinsic value of precious metals. So as you get going into the world of precious metals, there's some really serious questions that need to be addressed. And our model was designed to address all these questions. One being, what should I buy? Most people have no idea what to buy because they never bought before, and I am one of those people. I had no idea what to buy. And secondly, who should I trust? You have to find a trusted source for precious metals so that you get what you think you're purchasing. And 7K is absolutely one of those trusted sources. And then how much does it cost to start? Loaded question. There are a lot of companies out there that have very, very high first time buy-in amounts. And we took care of that situation where it's not that scenario here. You can start stacking for very low, little denominations. And then do I need to be an expert to win? Not here at 7K because we hired the experts. We've hired these incredibly intelligent people that know way more about precious metals than you and I, the average person, ever would. And so they're the ones that are out curating these amazing coins all over the world that have more of a potential of increasing in value than we would probably understand they do. So as we got going a little further in 7K, these are the things that we discovered as we got started here. First off, lots of mixed advice on what to buy. Tons of advice out on the internet as to what you should be buying. And then there's a lot of scammers out on the internet in that space of precious metals. I can tell you this, the majority of those people reside on eBay. That is not a great place to buy precious metals. Then the high minimums. I don't know about in Australia, but here in the US, on our news channels, every third commercial is telling you to go buy gold and silver. And those websites that you go to from those ads actually have really high initial orders. $2,500, $5,000 for the initial purchase. Most people can't afford that and absolutely do nothing then because they just can't get started. And then there's that tough learning curve. We took care of the tough learning curve here at 7K by adding in some educational pieces into our model that come with your membership that help you understand and learn how to interact and transact with precious metals. Then the last part here, we found tons of stuff on the internet where people are selling inventory that they just don't have. They're selling stuff that they do a pre-order on it, take your money, and then hope that they receive the metals and can ship them to you before you want your money back. We never sell anything through 7K's websites that we do not physically have in inventory in our vaults around the world. Quite honestly, we believe things shouldn't be that hard. What we're really trying to do is help people through sound money assets to get ahead of the game. And then we built a membership model. We have Costco here in our area. I don't know if you have Costco's in Australia, but it's somewhat similar to any of the memberships or subscriptions that you have that give you benefits and privileges. And the benefits and privileges here with your 7K membership are incredible. These are the four gentlemen that created 7K, Mr. Josh Anderson, Roger Ball, Richard Hansen, and Zach Davis. These four guys in the latter part of 2016 sat around a round table and realized that with the power of gold and silver, they could help people create financial independence and preserve the wealth that they had already had. And in a lot of cases, help families own precious metals for the very first time. And there are a lot of folks today that are in our membership that have never owned gold and silver before that now have incredible nest eggs of gold and silver as a result of this model. So when we're talking wealth strategies, we got to talk offense and defense. Let's talk about bullion first, okay? So bullion, that's the non-collectible stuff. It's the loose bars and rounds and coins and so forth. And it's proven to be a really good hedge against inflation. Now, in my opinion, bullion is kind of like your insurance policy. It's there, and if you need it, you can liquidate it quickly and turn it into cash and take care of whatever emergency you have. So bullion to me is kind of the emergency category. Now, with our bullion program, we only sell inventory that we have on hand in our vaults. And this is the beautiful part of the bullion program here at 7K. We offer a no minimum, no maximum policy where we are all purchasing at the same exact dealer direct price point regardless of how much we're buying. So you don't have to make those huge purchases to get into that good price point. We all buy at that same dealer direct price point. So you can buy what you can afford, and you can do this in increments that make the most sense for you. Now, we also have a portion of our model where you can do fractional gold and silver. We'll jump into that a little bit deeper in a minute. And then an easy liquidation process. If you have to flip it back into cash, it's literally the touch of a button and you could get your metals actually converted back out. And then we can transact with other members through the Sound Money wallet using gold and silver. So bullion, folks, is that defensive strategy. Again, it's kind of like your insurance policy. But in order to win, you got to have offensive as well. Here's where we come into offense. Now, what in the world would make this comic book worth $3.6 million? It's because it checks all the boxes. It's rare, it's got an incredible design, a great story, historic significance. It checks all the boxes. That's what makes these collectibles so very valuable. And you know, folks, collectibles have been proven to be a great offensive strategy and get you to your goals a whole lot faster. Now, according to Inc. magazine, wealthy families around the world are using 5 main asset categories to grow and protect their wealth. So that would be exclusive real estate, fine art, rare coins, gold, and then usable precious metals. Here at 7K, we check 4 of the 5 of those boxes. Now, obviously, we're not involved in real estate, and you're probably wondering, well, what about fine art? Folks, we deal with fine art in the way of beautiful artistic coins. Now, let's take a look at some of these. The one in the far back corner there, that's the Tiffany art coin. It was originated and minted in 2004, and it originally sold for $90. Now take a look at the current market value of it and tell me we all wish we would have bought 10 to 12 of those, right? Because that coin actually in the marketplace sells every day, all day for $8,000 to $10,000. Crazy good. Now, the Julius Caesar coin that's center stage there, that coin was actually designed and minted exclusively for 7K members only. They actually minted that coin in 2021, sold it to our membership originally for $349, but the current market value on that one is $750 to $1,100. That's a pretty good investment if you ask me. And again, that coin was actually designed specifically for us. So not only is 7K leveraging their relationships around the world with all of these mints worldwide to actually bring us incredible coins, but now we've got designers and mints that are making these exclusive coins. Every coin that you see on screen is an exclusive coin that only our members were able to purchase. We're seeing a lot of our members right now buy up these exclusive coins and then flip them into the secondary market for profits. Just another way to get an added benefit from your membership. Now, here's how 7K though makes getting into collectibles super simple. They do it in 3 main ways. One being the autosaver program, and we'll talk about that. And then 7K Select Collectibles. That's a segment of the website that the company gives you that there's a section on that site that is specific to these collectibles. So you can shop for collectible coins anytime you choose to. And then we do these crazy things called coin drops, where they actually curate these really low mintage, very rare coins, offer them to the membership, but they tell us exactly what date and time they're going to release them to us. And then our members make a mad dash to actually grab up that coin, get it in a shopping cart, pay for it before they're gone. It gets intense. Let's just put it that way. But let's talk about the autosaver program. This, in my opinion, is the most beneficial member benefit that I receive from 7K. This has put me on a zero discipline approach to stacking assets. I would have never saved like this had it not been for the autosaver program. The beauty of this program is you set it in the system and you forget it. So you go into your back office of your website that the company creates for you. You pick the date in which you want the product to run, and then you pick which product you want. And you have 4 choices, 2 in gold and 2 in silver. So pick the date, pick the product, set it in the system, and like clockwork, that coin comes to you every single month and you start stacking tangible assets. Beautiful way to put yourself on an automatic savings plan. But 7K is really much more than a gold and silver company. We got a lot of other benefits. And these benefits that I'm showing you here on screen, these are the ones that I know for a fact are benefits that you all in your country can take advantage of. So the Sound Money Wallet and 7K Advantage. Sound Money Wallet, we've talked a little bit about that. But the Advantage, the 7K Advantage, that's just a phone app that you can get savings at lots and lots of different places, but it's really beneficial when it comes to travel. Anything in the world of travel is included in 7K Advantage. Flights, hotel rooms, rental cars, all-inclusive resorts, you name it, it's in there. The personal shopping cart, that allows you to shop for precious metals whenever you choose to. So it could be 3 a.m. and you're sleepless, you can go buy some coins. The autosaver program we just spoke of and the bullion program is that no minimum, no maximum. Buy what you want, when you want, and in the increments that you can afford. That makes everybody eligible to start stacking assets. And then we have a gold-backed IRA. I think you all do have that gold-backed IRA as well. It's just a little bit different in your country than it is here. And then the buyer certification and the collector certification training. Remember, I said there's educational pieces. Those training modules are amazing. And I would highly suggest when you become a member, dig into those trainings. Let me share with you, though, this really quick 1 minute video about the Sound Money wallet, because this really explains a whole lot more in really short time. So let's watch this real quick. Okay, so that really breaks it down pretty quickly as to what's going on with the Sound Money wallet. And I'll tell you folks, that proprietary piece of software is really the engine that runs the whole thing. What's really awesome is that your commissions from 7K, if you choose to do the affiliate referral side of our model, they go into your Sound Money wallet in the form of cash. At the touch of a button, you can change that asset class from cash to gold or silver. And if you need to convert it back, you can do that as well really quickly. So this is an incredible piece of software that helps you stay more in control of your assets and your savings and how you actually put your portfolios together. Pretty exciting stuff. And I told you those training modules. So buyer certification training is one of them and collector certification is another. Now the buyer certification is basically the basics around precious metals. And then the collector's training takes you one step further and teaches you some information about the grading system and the importance of it, how that actually plays out, how to put the strategies together to put these collections together. This is good, solid information. I'm a firm believer that knowledge is power, and the knowledge that you gain out of these two training modules really does put money back in your pocket. And the beauty of these trainings is they put them in little mini videos, short little 5 to 10 minute videos, so you can consume the training at your own pace. So you don't have to sit down for 4 hours and watch a training session. You can do little bites of it. So highly suggest if you are a member, please jump into those two training modules in your back office and just watch them, because I promise you, you'll learn something and what you'll learn will help you long term. So here's how our referral program works. Okay. We basically share the information, we earn points, and then we turn the points into dollars. So if you are a member, we're going to help you learn the skills to actually go out and grab 2 other new members and start 2 teams of people. Now, once you've got a member on your left and a member on your right, then you're going to start collecting points. Now, the points come from every membership and every renewal of every membership. And it doesn't matter where that membership falls in the organization that you're building, because we pay from unlimited levels. So it doesn't matter who brought that person on board or where they landed, those points will rally all the way through all the tracking centers right straight on up to you. Now, all of those monthly autosaver coins, they all carry points. Those points roll right straight up to you as well as every collectible coin, whether it's a coin drop coin or just a collectible coin from the select section. All of those points tally together. Now, what we're really looking to do is put 500 points on the left, 500 points on the right, which pushes out that $500 payout, which goes straight into your Sound Money wallet. And again, the Sound Money wallet, it comes in as cash, and at the touch of a button, you can do whatever you want with it. You can move it from there into your bank account. You can turn it into gold and silver. Again, do with it what you choose, but that's the incredible thing that happens here is that your money gets put into that wallet, into that digital wallet. And if you do decide to put it into gold and silver, there is physical gold and silver that backs that amount that's in your ledger. So it's a pretty exciting program. Now, this is where the income levels really start to take play. As an associate, you've only got two brand new members that you've enrolled, one left and one right. Our associates are eligible for up to $500 a week. Simply collect 500 points on each side, and it rolls out that $500 payout. Now, for just for the sake of argument, let's say that maybe this week you only have 200 points on the left and 250 points on the right. They're going to roll those points over for you to the following week so that you have the ability to add to them to push out that $500 payout. Now, our copper members are eligible for up to $1,000 a week. They've simply enrolled a couple extra members themselves, helped a couple people become associate, and if they gather 1,000 points on either side, they're going to get $1,000 payout that week. Bronze members are eligible for up to $2,000 per week. Now we pay in $500 increments. So for example, if a bronze member has 1,500 points left and 1,500 points right, the system will push out a $1,500 payout for you, which is incredible. And then silver members are actually eligible for up to 3,500 per week. Gets really good when you jump into the golds. Golds 7,000 a week, executive golds 10,000 a week, and presidential golds 12,500. And yep, we do have people that are creating that kind of income on a regular basis. I see it in my reports weekly. It's pretty crazy. This is life-changing income. I don't care who you are, where you live, or what you do. This will change your world. Now, here's how the memberships play out. Standard and premium. The standard membership is $199 per year, and the premium is $499. Now, they both are a one-year membership that you're going to renew on your anniversary date, and they both come with enough training to let you be educated about precious metals. And if you choose to run a business here with your membership, you have that training as well. Now, the no minimum, no maximum bullion policy is eligible for both, as well as buying any exclusive collectible coins or coin drop coins. Okay. Now, the 7K Advantage, that actually comes along with the autosaver program. So if you have the autosaver active, that phone app stays active as well. The healthcare, you people in Australia don't need it. You have great healthcare there. We don't here in the US. Personal website and Sound Money Wallet comes with each one of them, as well as Stack and Sell. Now, Stack and Sell has two versions. One's premium and one's standard. And of course, they go accordingly. And then here's where the difference really comes in. We have another phone app called the Well System app that you download into your phone that has a ton of resources and videos that you can actually use that particular phone app to build your business here at 7K. You can send any of the videos and resources from your phone to somebody else's instantaneously. You've got 3 months worth of that app on the standard where they take care of the whole year on the premium. And then also on the premium, you've got some more back end reporting on your website, which if you are building a large team of people, you need that back end reporting just to run the team efficiently. And then some additional training that you get through the premium membership. We've pretty much designed these two memberships more or less like a buyer and a builder. But quite honestly, it really doesn't matter to us which one you purchase. Buy the one that makes the most sense to you. And let us lock arms with you if you want to build a business and teach you how to do it. So let's wind this up. Here's the couple of questions I want to ask you while we conclude here. First one, how would it feel if you knew you had control of your financial future? Would you sleep better, wake more rested, worry less? Probably, right? Second question, how would your life be different if you had more? Not just talking about more money, okay? Any one of you that are on the line today with us can make more money. Go work more hours at the job you have, maybe take on more patients or clients or whatever it is that you do more of it, right? You can make more money. Problem is, though, that takes more of your time, right? What would your life look like if you had more time and more money? I can tell you that's when the magic happens. There are a lot of people that make great money in the world, but they're so busy making the money that they don't enjoy their life. Whereas there are a lot of people that are ready to go enjoy their life, but they don't have the money to do it, right? So if you have more time and more money, that's when you have more opportunities in the world. You can do the things you want when you want because that's what you want to do because you have the time and you have the money to make all that happen. That's our intent with everyone. We want to help you buy your life back. We want to help you create leverage. And leverage is an incredible thing. When you've got other people helping you create your income and you're working together as a team and that leverage starts happening, I promise you your world changes. It just gets very different. So this is the income disclosure statement, and this ran from the period of October 2020 to September 21. This has dramatically changed since they printed this. But the one thing that I really want to share with you is 85% of the people that grab a 7K membership are really only here just to buy our products. They love the products that we offer. And so, you don't necessarily have to come here to build a business to actually see the benefits of a 7K membership. But I promise you, if you are building it as a business, there is some money to be made here. One of the other ladies earlier on the call here says we all need to go make a shitload of money. I love that concept. I love that idea, and I'm all about that. I think you all should do that. So, needless to say, it's always my pleasure and always my privilege to share this kind of information with folks. And I hope something that we shared with you in this presentation struck a chord with you and you realize if you do have a membership, how fortunate you are. And if you don't yet, please get back with the person that got you on the line today and let them know, where you stand and what you would like to do with a membership here at 7K, because we are all about helping people change their life, change their world, and really make a difference for a lot of other people. That's the significance here, and that's what we really strive for. I think